Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Laura from Hyperstamper, and today's antique vintage junk journal is a school book from the 1950s. It has been quite loved, and we've done some repair on the spine here. It's got a really fun back, and I just love the colors. I've just got a satin tie around here. We'll take that off so you can see this very sweet cover. Under the apple tree, it's lovely. And I've made the bangle out of vintage jewelry. Really like these beautiful soft blues. And I've put in a rusted key here that kind of matches the coloring. It's a really fun cover. And it's a very good size too. This one is 6 by 8 3/4. So it's a good size. Let's have a look inside. I've left the original first page over on this side because it had come apart. And in here I put a 1950s flashcard, kind of in theme with the school book. And then inside this back pocket here is this little pullout from another school book, engineering type thing, but you can do a lot of journaling with that. And over here is one of these lovely 1892 Demarest Family Magazine pages. And this one's got some really cool photos in it. Quite historic. Whoop! Fly away. And then in here, of course, I have another antique postcard. Look at this lovely building here. Church. And that's Saint Anne de Beaupre in Quebec. So put that back. Actually, I'll just tuck it in here for now. Nice little children's book page here and here. And this is another one of those lovely stories that you use finger gestures for, that mothers would sing to their kids. And a lot of really sweet children's book pages in here of just a ton of different children's books. A little child has colored this in here over the past 100 years, because that's 100 years old, that one. And a little receipt here from the 50s from the Wonder Bread Company. And this is just, I saved it. Even though it's damaged, it did come out of that photo album that I've been using of a family here. And I just didn't have the heart to throw it away just because it was torn. I think it's still very sweet. Little pocket here made from a children's book as well. A bird watcher's log page. And everything in here is authentic, antique, and vintage ephemera. This is a really fun little souvenir booklet from the 50s. And this lovely vintage page here from another book that I've been using. I love how worn it is. I just love the authentic aging of pages. Just beautiful sepia tones. Great advertisements from the 50s here. Another wonderful children's book page. And I did add some of my own tea-dyed pages that I've hand-stamped to give you more space for journaling. Look at this great page that I found in a children's book. And I liked it for a journal because it's about books, big books, little books, good books. And I turned it into a pocket. And in this particular pocket here, I've got one of my Paris, France Almanac double-sided pages from 1938. And you can switch out a date. Just let me know when you purchase it, what kind of date you would prefer in there. And that is a tag I made out of antique ephemera for journaling on. And this is another one of these fantastic Billboard magazine pages from 1928. And this one is especially wonderful. Look at the ads in here. This guess the weight scales. I know they still do that at some fairs, but yeah, look at this old auto scooters. They're just wonderful. You'll have a lot of fun going through that, and it's super interesting and fun to have. Got some Canadian birch bark down here and a hidden journaling spot here and here. Some vintage tapestry there. And this is a plate out of an 1800s book that I know it's crumbling a bit, but it's just so beautiful, and it's under its original onion paper. So I think that would be a fun thing for you to use, keep, and enjoy. Let's see here, another vintage page from a how-to watercolor book. And look at that wonderful natural discoloring. I've got a little bit of vintage bling there, and I made a floating pocket here. out of, this is a vintage, or an antique book page actually, and I turn that into a little journaling envelope, tuck it in this side, and then this is a separate pocket over here, and it's another pocket that I cut out of a magazine from the 50s, Kellogg's Cornflakes, and made that into a little pocket and another little journaling spot here. So it's a pocket in a pocket in a pocket. There we go. Okay, very cool. Da-da-da. And over here, just some more crocheting, antique music sheets, vintage road maps from America, and theater arts page from the 50s. This is from the 1800s here, a little guards dial that they would have kept track of their shifts on. Some birch bark here, a vintage Dr. Seuss page, and this is a fantastic plate from Fables, Folklores, and Fairy Tales book from 1937. Another lovely little children's book page here. It's that nice fuzzy hard cardstock. And over here, I've got another plate from a children's book, and that's from the 1800s as well. And this is from the 70s, this receipt here with the original carbon paper in it. And I made another little spot up here with another journaling tag. Woo! And that one is from a history book from 1937 on Lincoln, Men Who Have Risen. So there's a lot going on that page. Isn't that great? 1930s Monopoly money, just fun to have. And that brings us to the end. So this journal is going up on Etsy now. I hope you'll visit my Etsy page at hyperstamper.etsy.com, and don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.